You have to beat them.
And also there are courses offered at Tech, for example, Econ, where you can learn the basic knowledge about demand, supply, equilibrium, government policies, bond, interest rate, and so on. If you want to know how to read financial statements, you take accountings. And you know, marketing is actually very important. You want to know how to market yourself. You want to know how to market your product. And also, if you have this knowledge, you know how to look at the product, how people market the product. So if you think that you like the product, it means that other people might just have the same taste. So which means it's probably a good investment to invest in something that you actually like.
Okay, this is basically what we went over. Our summary, we told you a little bit about our investment history. We gave you 2 examples on how to pick a stock. We introduced Share Builder, you know. We introduced financial statements. And we told you about the importance and our recommendations on how to get there.
You think everything is crazy? You think it's too much? If you can answer the following questions, you found the answer on these questions. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So now we are ready for questions if you have any.
So has this changed how you view the value of a dollar?
Definitely a lot, because the thing is, actually, we mentioned before, you know, you look at the stock every day, it went up by 1 cent. Oh, wow. And the next day, it went down by 2 cents. So, you know, we can really appreciate the value of just a single cent. You know, for most of you, or for us before we started investing, you know, 1 cent, 5 cents meant nothing to us. But now, actually has some value. You really understand the true value of money, of a single cent.
Now I go around picking up change because I don't have any money because it's all invested. That's how I eat food and stuff.
Come to the club meetings.
Yeah, I come to the club meetings and eat free pizza.
Exactly. That's the best way to go.
You learn to cut things out, like sleeping and eating.
Next question, please.
All those information resources you were showing, the list of websites, is there any way to like aggregate those into a common website or to download the information contained on those websites?
Not that I know of, and I don't know how you would download the information. I mean, I know Quicken Books, and there's another one called, I don't know, but it's SEC filings. They'll let you download all the information. But if you have Quicken, like you can download financial statements directly from the internet into Quicken.
But I want to admit that there are a lot of information out there, so it's actually kind of hard to sort them out. But the thing is, you know, after you learn all this, it's go quick, just like that, when you go over one stock, you know? And it's really, as I told you, the fun. When you look at the different charts, look at different financial statements, so, you know, and after a while, you just get used to it and have fun. So, is there another question? Yes, Brian?
As far as the investing you guys have done, it hasn't been all that long. Are you looking more for like long-term investing or sort of like short-term day trading type thing, or are you doing like things?
Oh, at this stage, because we don't have enough capital, so we look much more at a long-term investment, because the thing is, every trade goes at $4, and we buy one stock for $46. So it would take us like weeks, you know, to just generate enough money to cover that. So we're actually looking for that.
By long-term,
right now.
you don't mean years, because I mean, at the most, we haven't even held these things for 10 weeks. You know, we've had these stocks for exactly, well, the first 4 we showed you for exactly 10 weeks, and that's not that long, honestly. And the reason, like, if it starts turning back, we've actually made enough money that we could trade for free, you know, on the next stocks and everything. That's basically what we're looking for. Is we want to be able to get in and out of a stock, you know, before it starts diving, you know. And that's why we look at the trend, you know, if it's below value, and you know, if it's moving up, and all that, you know, sort of thing like that. So we don't really plan on spending too much time. That's why we usually look at the 200-day average, stuff like that, you know. So
but it's a pleasure looking at the percentages, because we actually on average on 15% in just 2 months. You know, if you put the money in the cash market, you get probably like 4 or 5% in a year. And you know, if you account all this inflation and stuff like that, you don't get much from it. So that's why we think, you know, investing in equity or other, you know, stuff is the way to go more.
Could you go over a little bit about how the Share Builder website works and how basically they
Just when we started and everything.
yeah. Well, basically, when you sign up for Share Builder, it asks you, you know, different kinds. How do you want to create an account? All that. And you have different options. We use the automatic investment plan, so it's only $4. But you can do limited trades, which you put in the value that you want and the value that, a range basically. And it's $15 a trade though. That's the only problem. It's a little bit expensive for us, considering we're only investing $50 in each company. But it's not that bad. I mean, overall, if you're investing $500, $600, that's a small margin, if you can make that back.
And it's also zero maintenance fee.
Yeah.
And also, you can always check out the website. You can check out different stock, analyze them without having an account with Share Builder. So I truly recommend just take a look at it if you like it. Check it yourself.
In the second way of how to pick a stock, you showed us a lot of numbers, and I was wondering, do you ever consider the social impacts the company has?
Social impacts, like you mean, like how the people are reacting to it?
No more
Like
how the company interacts with their employees.
With their employees? Yeah, actually, a big thing is to look at management. Like, a lot of times if you see CEOs and other people leaving, you shouldn't buy in, because there's something going on, You don't really know what. If you go to Market Watch, actually, they have insider actions. They'll tell you exactly what's going on inside the company, how the employees are, if there's any lawsuits against the, the company itself, where the stock is trading at on the inside,
Actually, from the financial statement, you can get also information on how much the employees are getting paid, and also the administration fees and all these things. So you see that increasing, so something probably going on in the company and stuff like that. So
Also,
there are a lot of stuff to look at.
Also, Google Finance is great because they have the recent news. It's updated, every minute or so. And that's basically where, before we even buy a company, you got to look at their PR, how they're doing, what people think of them. Because I mean, like, for instance, Southwest, like at the time Southwest employees were striking with Delta Airline employees, but Southwest isn't unionized. So it was a big hit to Southwest, even though they weren't union.